pond in the sun sat an old mother frog and her little froggy one. Hop, said the mother, I hop, said the one, and they hopped and were happy in the pond in the sun. Over in the meadow in a worn out shoe sat an old mother cat and her little kittens too. Purr, said the mother, we purr, said the two, and they purred and were happy in the worn out shoe. Over in the meadow in a nest in a tree sat an old mother bird and her little birdies three. Sing, said the mother, we sing, said the three, and they sang and were happy in the nest in the tree. Over in the meadow in an old apple core sat an old mother worm and her little wormies four. Squirm, said the mother, we squirm, said the four, and they squirmed and were happy in the old apple core. Over in the meadow in an old beehive sat an old queen bee and her little bees five. Buzz, said the queen bee, we buzz, said the five, and they buzzed and were happy in the old beehive. Over in the meadow in a house made of sticks sat an old mother dog and her little puppy six. Bark, said the mother, we bark, said the six, and they barked and were happy in the house made of sticks. Over in the meadow in a tree of heaven sat an old mother owl and her little owlet seven. Hoot, said the mother, we hoot, said the seven, and they hooted and were happy in the tree of heaven. Over in the meadow in an old packing crate sat an old mother duck and her little ducklings eight. Quack, said the mother, we quack, said the eight, and they quacked and were happy in the old packing crate. Over in the meadow in a ball of twine sat an old mother mouse and her little mice nine. Squeak, said the mother, we squeak, said the nine, and they squeaked and were happy in the ball of twine. Over in the meadow in a cozy little den sat an old mother spider and her little spiders 10. Spin, said the mother, we spin, said the 10, and they spun and were happy in their cozy little den. Over in the meadow at the end of the day sat all God's creatures gathered for to pray, giving thanks for the meadow where they'd all had fun, where they all had gathered in the warmth of the sun.